sure you're not aware what I am. Blows your mind, but you don't care. It's a shame. Waking up to kingdom come hills with Michael of everyone but this. I am the last of the natural ones here. Let yourself go and have some fun with it. Open up, 'cause here I come with the gift for everyone not to shine, and the good things that we all share what we got. Take no chances, you're aware that you're not.
It's a typical story where the bassist kills the singer, the guitarist and the drummer find they're in love with each other. It's the story of the kid who clearly won't know what to say when the love of his life starts to calmly walk away. And it's the story of the dad who decides to chase his dream. He quits his job, he falls apart, and he loses everything. And it's the story of the kid who just wants to make a record, loves and crafts it, but nobody ever cares about it. Whoa. Hey, what's your name? Talking for the guys who hate. Reaches it in silence while we think of what to say. Hey, I don't think this is working out, but you forget I even asked you to come over to my house. Hey, I don't think I know much, but I know I couldn't take a good push. So if you feel like I've been talking enough, just tell me to shut up and I will probably shut the fuck up enough. I'm afraid of everything staying the same or worsening. So what's the point of finding calm when calm to me is unsettling? Settle down, little kid, your bones are shaking in your skin. Go and try and take a breath, though nothing more, nothing less. It's the typical story of the king who had it all except for citizens who didn't want his head up on a wall. It's the typical story of the wife who couldn't quit being in love with such a giant piece of shit. It's the story of the queen who could never ever think of any redeeming qualities a man could ever bring. It's the story of the dog who wanted to run away till he learned that his life is way safer inside a cage. I don't really need much, just a place to be alone, and you don't really see much. I think that I'm invisible. My mirror shows another guy. A guy doesn't do shit, he just sits and is miserable. Everybody's gotta live a life and they didn't ask for. Why would he put me here just to die? Just to die. Hey, what's your name? Talking for the guys who hate. Reaches it in silence while we think of what to say. Hey, I don't think this is working out, but you forget I even asked you to come over to my house. Hey, I don't think I know much, but I know I couldn't take a good push. So if you feel like I've been talking enough, just tell me to shut up and I will probably shut the fuck up enough.
the hobo gets the blood flowing. Let's go. It's the Wake and Bake.
I'm from the Great White North, right? Like up above the States. Yeah. The big landmass that the rest of the world hates. Well, we're like above that. Fucking north, I guess. The big patch of trees where everybody's bored to death. We're just chilling up here, sipping syrup, playing hockey. Before we learn to walk, we can cross-check properly. Just rocking plaid jackets. Chainsaws, we operate them right. Fucking A-right we do, bud. We cut our weight in firewood. Every 20 minutes or so. Smoke break. And if the Leafs make the playoffs, I'll fucking jump in the lake. Fucking buddy comes over to my place the other night and he's like, you wanna go out for a rip? And I was like, fucking right. Yeah. So we hop in the truck and hit the mud and I was like, oh,
fuck yeah, bud.
Fuck yeah, bud. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. I come from the land of the polite, where shit's covered in ice. And when I'm down in the States, they're like, you're too fucking nice. I'm like, yeah, we got manners, but fucking buddies still fight and fucking swear and fucking drink all night. Like this one time, me and fucking buddy are out having a dart, and fucking buddy burns a hole in my coat. And I was like, fuck, bud, because the coat was pretty new, right? And he's like, fuck you. So I put his head in a snowbank and just started fucking feeding him the right, left. Like fucking boom, boom, boom. Got enough yet? And he's like, okay, fuck, chill out, shit. So I pulled him out of the snow and we went out for a rip. Yeah. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right. Just out for a rip, are you? Fuck yeah. Just out for a rip. Fucking right.
Good morning. It's the Wake and Bake, and I'm sober. What? Tradition-breaking show. For the first time in history, I'm sober on the Wake and Bake. What's going on? Let's get Lolly in here. She won't be able to contain herself. Lolly! I'm sober.
Why?
Because I was too busy having a fucking mental dilemma in my brain to go out and enjoy myself.
I noticed that. I got all these text messages.
Okay, no. You got like 3, all right? Don't make it sound like I sent you 100, all right? People think I'm unstable enough, all right? We don't need to add to that lore. It's been, okay, so I feel like I should explain myself a little bit because I did post some stuff to Twitter. I woke up because I wasn't going to do the show. And then people started fucking being all like, oh, that sucks, man, feel better, being really supportive. And then I was like, all right, I think I can pull myself together and do a 2-hour show. So basically for the past week, basically since we finished last week's show, I've just been in the worst fucking headspace ever. Like, there's not a morning this week that wasn't hard to get out of bed and do the morning decay. Not because I didn't want to do it, just because getting out of bed is fucking hard sometimes for me. I've been living with it since I was about 15, so I have 20 years of experience living with this shit. Sometimes my brain just makes me feel like everything is falling apart, despite the fact that absolutely nothing is wrong. And when I get like that, typically it lasts a couple days. It's lasted a week, and it's kind of draining. And by kind of draining, I mean extremely draining. Full disclosure, I haven't stayed up a full day all week. I've napped because I'm just exhausted. By the time I'm done morning decay, and you can ask Optic, I go, I'm going to go grab something to eat, and I don't come back for 5.5 hours. Because I'm drained. I'm just so tired. Nothing's wrong. I know nothing's wrong. And that adds to the frustration. It's like, why are you doing this to me? Like, I tried everything. I tried, just fucking pulling myself up by my own bootstraps. I tried poking my brain with a Q-tip. Nothing works. Nothing works. So, but I do want to thank everybody who reached out to me this morning. It's funny, but you'll never know how much it helps sometimes. Like just a kind word, like I hope you're feeling okay, or people that suffer or struggle with the same thing you do, or offering advice or words of encouragement. And it's literally, I'm here because you guys reached out. So thank you. I appreciate that. It really helped me because the alternative was me sitting here in front of my computer on Twitter reading things from people I hate. Because that's what I do. I get in my own head and then I just sit here and I just look at my Twitter feed. Have you tried electroshock therapy? I'm not gay. I mean, I am, but only for T-Tac.
Works every time.
But I'm here and I'm good. I'm pretty sure I won't have a mental breakdown on you, Lolly. But fingers crossed for now. But just in case I do, just have your manual, your broski manual close by. Just follow the instructions. So, Lolly.
Yeah.
I want some good news. That's enough of that. All right, those are my enough of that. Nobody came here to hear me bitch about my problems. Nobody gives a shit. What we really care about, what's really important here, not mental health. Old news. We talked about mental health last month. Old news. We have something far more important. The Great Bake Off of 2019. Lolly, how did you do? How did you do? How did the pie come out? Did you win? First of all, are you bringing home the title so we can put it in the morning in the fucking wake and bake trophy case?
I did not win. In fact, I did not even enter.
Oh no! You like how I'm pretending like I didn't already know that? I mean,
Yeah. I sent you a picture of what happened.
And she's like, "It's so sad." I'm like, "It's not sad. It's just a little deflated."
I sent it to you on Discord.
I cannot. Oh, that's true. Oh, that's why you're the co-host. What a oh, look at that. Oh,
I wanted to show everyone.
She
that
tried.
I
She tried for you guys. She did try. All right, I got it up. Hold on, let me put it.
It did not go.
There you go.
Did not go
This is
well.
Lolly's pie.
That was the crust that I tried. It
Hold
didn't
on,
go
it's gonna
well.
pop up in screen in a
It did
bit.
not go well.
The Dark Byronic Hero says, dude, you got to stay away from stuff and people that anger and upset you. Trust me, it'll fuck your mind over. I've been there too. Oh, I know. That's why I'm here. So this is, we got Redacted Minecraft Elder in the chat, says hashtag close enough. Hashtag nailed it. Space Medic, there was an attempt. Oh, Wikipedia snippet under the fucking, below the belt with that looks like something Opal would do. Oh, and then your secret admirer, who's not so secret about it. Sad pie seems right. You got something to say to Brandon?
It was
No.
no.
Just gonna ignore him.
Yeah.
I think it looks great. I think Lolly. Honestly, I think if you would have served me that, I would have gotten down on my hands and knees and praised you. I'm not worthy. Look at that. Is that Lolly's? Is that Lolly or Gordon Ramsay in the kitchen? I can't tell.
So it actually tasted pretty good, despite this. My mom. So I talked to my mom. I'm like, I showed her the picture. I'm like, what possibly could have happened? And she said we had an issue.
Well, you see,
where so the reason it's like this is because the first 3 times I tried to make it, the crust around the side kept sliding down.
Wait, Lolly. This was your fourth attempt. Oh,
no.
Okay.
No. So I kept trying to fix it, and then
What, you try to prop it up with Q-tip with toothpicks? No. Okay.
No. So it kept sliding down. So I was like, fuck it, and I just draped it over the sides, and that's why it's coming off the side, because it just, instead of baking, it just
no. See, I think you're.
So my mom says my mother has claimed that the reason it's doing that, she's like, did you try to freeze it? I said, yes, I did try to freeze it. I put it in the freezer. I put it in the freezer for half an hour, and she's like, that's exactly what you're supposed to do. So I don't know what's going on. She said, so she's blaming the recipe. She said, I've had that happen with certain recipes. She said, I've never had it happen like that.
No, see, I think your mother, I think even you are missing the genius here. I think you don't see what I see. And it's upsetting. It's really upsetting because what you've done here is create the world's tastiest bowl. You could fill that up with berries. You could fill it up with Skittles. You could fill it up with chocolate. You could fill it up with anything, really.
It's just not go well. So I didn't enter. I did have the apples already prepared though, which was unfortunate because when you take it out, you're supposed to put the apples in and then you put the top on and you bake it. It was all set and ready to go. So I had 3.5 pounds of fucking apples. I made applesauce. So now I have some really good applesauce.
So now you got like 15 jugs of applesauce just strewn around the house.
There's quite a bit. I'm gonna take it into work.
Now, what did you do with this pie? Did you eat it?
No, actually.
Is it still sitting there
that's
to remind you?
No, I pulled off some of the nice brown pieces just to have because I wanted some.
You want to save it?
Memory of the fact that I made a pie. So there were some little pieces left, and I threw it away mostly. But I have recently discovered when my cleaner came that there is a mouse.
Oh.
In the house. So I set the mouse trap with pieces of the pie crust.
So what you ended up doing was you
and it fucking
you
worked.
baked bait.
Yeah.
Looks like Jim from American.
I caught it in 2 hours.
Dog's Holiday in the chat says looks like Jim from American Pie tried to rape it. Poor pie. Is that what that little crusty top is here? This is where the penetration happened, Lolly?
No, the middle part is where I pulled off a piece and then I just I got really mad. I threw it into the middle and took a picture. I pulled off a piece I was I can fix it, and then I pulled a piece off and I was like, damn it, and I just threw it in the middle of it.
I mean, she sent this to me 2 days ago. How am I not supposed to be depressed when I'm getting text messages with pictures like that? I had what the fuck am I gonna do with these 800 Lolly #1 pie baker in Pennsylvania T-shirts that I had made? I was like, where do they send the alternate? You know whenever somebody wins the Super Bowl, the losing team already has their T-shirts printed out, and they always send that off to some shithole country. I think that's where we'll send the Lolly. In some alternate universe in Africa, you're the #1 pie baker in Pennsylvania. So that's good. There's this place. Isn't that fucking?
Could have made a deconstructed apple pie. So I thought about that, but
Don't acknowledge him in the chat.
In the rules, I did crumble some of the crust over the applesauce.
Well, there you go.
It was good.
Have you never thought about that? How in some places in Africa or whatever, wherever they ship off the godforsaken loser T-shirts, there's some alternate universe where every team that lost is in fact a winner? Does that not blow your mind? It's on the same planet.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I think I'm going to do blackface to celebrate. Because apparently since I'm Canadian, it's okay. I can get away with it.
Yeah.
No problem.
As long as you are the prime minister, I believe.
Dude, did you see the picture where did you see the picture where he went full out, where he even got his legs? His legs, his arm, it looks like he got his tongue.
Yeah.
What a fucking idiot. Was Lolly smoking while she was making her pie? Because if not, you always got to be baked while baking.
I was not.
I like her. You get a wrench. There you go.
Sorry. I was not. No, I don't. I actually do not smoke, despite the name of the show.
Yeah, I'm the 100% stoner of the show.
I'm usually the sober one. He's the.
Not anymore. Well, not today. Anyway. I'm stone cold. This show's gonna be stupid.
Let's go.
Well, now it'll be
bad. I caught the mouse though, so it was pretty messy.
Disgusting.
At least it didn't suffer. There was blood everywhere though.
Jesus.
Yeah, It was.
Lolly
It's not
rubbed her
pretty.
fingers in the blood and fucking just put it over under her eyes like fucking war paint. Let that be a lesson to the rest of you. Went
No.
outside and started chanting
Well,
at the
no.
fucking rabbits.
No. I just threw away the whole trap and the mouse because I didn't want it to be a deconstructed mouse. It was
Constructed mouse.
deconstructed
Disgusting.
mouse. Yeah, I didn't. There was blood everywhere. I don't want body parts everywhere.
I've had a.
So I just
So
threw
go ahead.
the trap and the mouse. And the mouse.
So you're.
And then my dishwasher broke, and it's now possessed.
So basically, let's just recap real quick, and we'll get into the possession story. But let's recap. You murdered a pie, then you murdered an animal, and then you murdered an appliance. I don't know if I want to finish this show because the logical next step to that is you murder a human being, and Lord knows it's not hard for me to upset you. So I'm kind of worried now. Are you gonna?
No, too far away. I've got to be in the house.
God. Hey, Brandon, go to Pennsylvania. That way he'll stop annoying me. You know what's hilarious? Dude, you know what's fucking hilarious? I was watching Augie's stream the other night, and Augie has a Brandon. And they were arguing with each other. And then Stefan is like, yo, he has a Brandon. And I'm sitting there listening to him, and I'm like, holy shit, this is what me and him sounded like on late night back in the day. Just like a married couple, just arguing at each other. It was fucking hilarious. Brandon arguing with people, I found out, is hilarious when you're not the person he's arguing with. Because I got to watch Augie and his buddy, I think his name was Ben, argue like me and Brandon argue. And it was hilarious. When they finally settled on a game to play, I was actually pissed. I was like, no, keep arguing about what game to play. You've been doing it for an hour. Just keep doing it. No, Augie's not stealing my gimmick. Here's why he's not stealing my gimmick. He knows Ben in real life. It's not a gimmick if you know the guy in real life. You know? Plus, I like Augie. I don't mind if he steals my gimmicks. It's the cocksuckers I don't like who steal my gimmicks and then do them poorly that bother me.
And repeatedly.
Over and over and over again.
It's really, I mean, it is phenomenally weird.
And they don't even do it right.
No.
They have no pizzazz. They have no fucking lunatic scream. I just want to punch them in the dick, Lolly. Once. Oh, actually, no, that's not true. That's not true. I don't want to punch them in the dick because I learned this week that if you're really mad at someone, particularly a male, you threaten homosexual sex. Actually, you refer to them as a minor, then you threaten homosexual sex. That's the way real men deal with people on the internet. That's what I learned today. All right?
Sounds disturbing.
Really fucking weird. It's really fucking weird. Like, stop referring to people as kid and boy and then saying you want to fuck them till your dick is raw. Not a good look. Not a good look. And you know what? If I've noticed, if you have a pattern of threatening homosexual sex every time you're really mad about something, maybe the person you're mad at is yourself because you're trapped in the closet. And that would lead credence to a lot of the people you hang out with and some of the rumors about them. That would actually just be more evidence for that. I don't know who I could possibly be talking about. But stop threatening 18-year-olds with anal sex. It's not polite.
Really?
Weird.
It's fucking weird.
Stop referring to them as children and then threatening to fuck them. Because nobody
like it's not threatening, it's just fucking weird.
Nobody wants them to join the family business. All right? Nobody wants that. All right? Also, I'm bald, unemployed, a loser, etc., 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 etc. I'm so lost right now. It's better off if you're lost, Medic, to be perfectly honest with you. But a certain trailer park dipshit threatened Augie with homosexual sex after referring to him as a child and a boy. And it's a little bit weird. Not saying anything is or anyone is, or anyone was, or etc., etc., etc. I'm just saying there's a breadcrumb trail, and it's leading to a bad place. That's all I'm saying. Just asking questions. Just asking. That's what we do here. I got my internet detective hat on. I got my cartoonishly large pipe that blows bubbles. Yeah, I'm here to solve the mystery. I am the internet detective. I'm a Minecraft YouTuber who fucking yells into his mic twice a week. Please leave me alone. Just go away, you fucking losers. Jesus Christ. No. You know, and please stop. Just stop trying to go to people that fucking I'm mutually friendly with, or that people that like me because I'm not a fucking idiot and they want to help me out and push me and promote me the way you used to, you fucking moron. When Nick came on our show, he said he was going to give us a shout out next time there was major drama, because when he did it for somebody else, that person, quote unquote, not blew up. It wasn't the word he used. I don't remember what he used, but he got a bunch of subs, right? So he said on the show when we had him on, next time there's some big juicy drama, I'll just throw a promotion for you guys in the middle of it so a lot of eyes will get onto it. And apparently, if you say nice things about myself or Optic Decay, there's a segment of the internet that absolutely loses their fucking mind and can't accept the fact that just because they don't like us, it doesn't mean that the majority of the people that we interact with do like us. And it's really sad. It's really fucking pathetic. Because there's tons of people that I know that are fine with that side of the track. You know, the fucking degenerate side of the track, where they threaten to fuck boys, right?
I talk louder, so
yeah,
I win.
That's
really
his strategy. That's his strategy. And put it on yourself and call yourself a man. It's the same shit over and over again. He's got the same cycle of retardation. He's Chris Chan minus the autism to blame it on. He's just a fucking idiot. At least Chris Chan is autistic. And maybe he is. Maybe he is. The way he acts, he most definitely might be. But, so that was fun. That was another fun week. I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. First of all, my channel's doing a lot better than his, and he doesn't like that. It really hurts his ass, and it probably bothers him a lot more that I don't need him. Because the fucking faggot had the audacity to tell me that without him, I won't get anywhere. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't need you. I never needed you. You helped me when I was your friend, and then the second I didn't suck your dick, you fucking turned and tried to make up a bunch of shit. Every single person that you've tried to turn on me has come to talk to me. I've shown them the proof where your fucking idiot producer straight up admits she's lying about me, and then they go away. And they're like, oh, okay, my bad. That's why you freak out whenever somebody wants to get my side of the story. Because the entire internet knows you're fucking full of shit. You always have been. You always will be. And I'm not. And that's why you're such a faggot. And that's why when Nick said he wanted to come talk to me, you threw a fucking fit like the giant man baby that you are. Tonka, do the world a favor. Take a pile driver like Stone Cold Steve Austin did from fucking Owen Hart, break your neck, and fuck off for life. There you go. Now you got a whole other week of content. There you go, Tonka. I've done my good.
That's exactly
I've done my good deed for the mentally challenged for another week. There you go. It's so fucking pathetic. Let it go. I don't like you. I never will like you. I think you're a fucking joke. If you showed up in front of me, I'd spit in your face, make fun of your baked bean motherfucking teeth, and walk away. All right? I will walk away. Oh, have you not seen the picture of this motherfucker's teeth? The guy who makes fun of AP for having dentures has baked beans for teeth. Little brown fucking nubs. Little methed out fucking nubs. Yeah, because once again, Tonka Cuck says some shit that he's guilty of, or he says some shit that he fucking relates right back to him because the dumb fuck has absolutely zero self-awareness. There you go. 2 weeks of shows. It's just a...
I mean,
That's exactly it. He is so fucking predictable. When Nick came into my fucking DMs and asked me, yo, I gotta talk to you about something, I didn't even fucking let him tell me what he needed to talk about. I'm like, let me guess. Has to do with Vamp. You fucking idiot. Hex is my friend. You fucking idiot. Did you think he wasn't gonna tell me when you straight up admitted to lying about me? You fucking dumb cunt. Also, I know it makes you cry, and you're so sad, so you have a penis. You have a big, veiny, large fucking penis that you put in Tonka's ass. You stupid, fucking, lying cunt. That felt good. So, I haven't cut a promo in a while, and people seem to like it, so. And I'm in the mic fucking... we're talking about Tonka and his gay boyfriend, Vamp. That's who we're talking about. There you go. 3 weeks of shows. There you go, you fucking creatively deprived little losers. Now you got 3 weeks of shows because I'm a nice person and I decided to hand you content. There you go. Go make your shekels off your fucking dick suckers. Fuck. Your delusional fucking audience that thinks you're the toughest guy. I don't remember who brought it up, but it's so funny. Everybody in Tonka's chat is an alpha male. Everybody's an alpha male. Everybody had jobs at 13. They were fucking 6 women when they were fucking 17. They're all alpha males. It's fucking ridiculous. And nobody's fat, except everybody's fat. Nobody's autistic, except everybody is. I hate all of you. I hope you all die in a fucking fire. I hope you have TonkaCon, and I hope the building catches on fire, and we get rid of all you fucking morons in one fell swoop. Yes, especially Thrax. Fucking dog fucking rabbit fucking LARPing motherfucker. No, because it pisses me off, man. It fucking pisses me off the way he goes at fucking people. I'm not even I don't care if he comes at me. It's fucking hilarious. It's the way he goes after Augie because Augie's got fucking more views, more talent in his fucking pinky finger, and has a better audience than he ever could hope for. And he goes after a fucking 18-year-old kid because the fucking over 30-year-old can't fucking deal that he blew it. And he goes after people like Augie who put a lot of fucking hard work and effort into their streams, and it fucking shows. Maybe if you stop letting the fucking tranny do everything and actually tried to make an effort instead of pretending like you don't give a shit because you want to be cool to a fucking bunch of 16-year-olds on the internet, your show would look good too. But it doesn't because you're too fucking stupid to do anything. It pisses me off, man. I don't care. Come at me all you want. I've been lied about for fucking a year and a half now. I don't give a shit. I'm immune. Nothing is going to kill me. I'll kill myself. I don't need help. All right? But when he goes after people who are just trying to do their thing, you're fucking retarded. You're fucking retarded. You're jealous of an 18-year-old. What kind of man is that? You brag that you fucking basically stole $50 off Boblax because you made some chicken shit bet, then couldn't actually show proof, because if you did, you would have lost the bet, and you brag about taking $50 off a 20-year-old. Do you need $50 that bad? What? Those two kids, as you like to refer to them while you're threatening homosexual sex against them, have more talent.
That's the part where he just can't.
They have more talent in their pinky fingers than you could ever hope to have in your entire life. All right? You want to know what Tonka's real audience is? Go look at his fucking wrestling videos that get like 250, 300 views tops. That's his audience. He ain't some big shot fucking YouTuber. He's a fucking dipshit hick from Alabama who sits in his mother's trailer and fucking pretends he's the shit. I don't say this very often, but I hope he dies. Because that's what he deserves. For the way he treats people, for the way he plays victim, for the way he always thinks he's so much better than everybody else. Fuck you, Tonka. Go fucking do the world a favor and walk head first into oncoming traffic. Actually, no, don't do that because you might ruin somebody's life. They might feel bad for killing you, and no one should have to feel bad for killing you. Just drown yourself in a bath. Go out as pathetically as you lived. Die in a puddle. You fucking autistic, dipshit, loser, lying motherfucker.
Oh, wow.
There. Now challenge me to a fight so I can accept and you can get cucked by another Canadian, you fucking pussy.
I just I don't know who a lot of these people are, which is fine. But like the gay sex thing is
Yeah.
I fucking can't.
I'll fuck you. Here's
so
some choice Tonka quotes. I'll fuck you till you love me, faggot, which the fucking unoriginal dipshit stole from Mike Tyson, first of all. I'll wrap my dick and fuck around your neck and fuck start you, and then calls a boy kid and boy, and then threatens to fuck him till his dick's raw. That's a pattern. You're a homosexual in hiding, Tonka. Just let everybody know. Only a fucking faggot would ask Optic to make a comic with a Hakuna Matata moment that you like to bullshit and say didn't happen. But you, myself, and Optic all know that it did. We all know that it happened, and it came out of your mouth. And now you put the puzzle pieces together. You fuck a chick with a dick. You use terms like Hakuna Matata moment. Whenever you get triggered, you threaten homosexual sex, sometimes even borderline pedophilia. I think you might be in the closet. Closet Saw. That is your name now. Until you accept the fact that you love men, Closet Saw. That's who you are. Enjoy. And just like JoJo the Dancing Nazi, who I named on your show, you are now Closet Saw. And that will stick, you Chris Chan of the fucking IBS, goddamn DSP-looking motherfucker. Ah. Okay, now I'm done. Cucked by another Canadian coming to Broski's t-shirt store soon. I think I might have to. It'll go right next to your wife is fat t-shirt that I put up that they didn't bother about but referenced months later. You stupid fucking cucks. Don't ever fucking talk shit with me. I'll bury you 6 feet under. Metaphorically, of course. Metaphorically.
In Minecraft.
Yes, in Minecraft. Yeah, face me in Minecraft. I fucking built a ring. Face me. That's official challenge. You fucking coward. Face me in Minecraft. I built a ring. I own a ring too now. You know, the rings that you own that you don't actually own. You know that belt that you put on yourself? This is the only way you're going to win a fight is if you put the title in a booked fake fucking wrestling match.
Yay.
Everybody thinks I'm so mad. I'm not. Go listen to Jim Cornette and you'll understand my promo style. I'm not actually mad. I don't care. I just think it's fucking funny. And it pisses me off that he goes after fucking Augie and fucking Bo Blacks because they're young and then he fucking pretends like fucking taking money from a kid is something to be fucking admired like he's a big tough guy. Then his sycophantic fucking chat is all, oh, Tonka wins. Listen, every time Tonka wakes up, he loses. Because he is a loser. He will always be a loser. He likes to call me and Optic losers, but for fuck's sake, none of us wrote checks our ass can't cash. Fuck, a real man would have showed up despite cowering and changing your name to miss a fight. A real man would have showed up and faced the person he challenged. What did you do? You cowered in my fucking Discord in a secret room that we made for you and Vamp because you needed a safe place. And I was your friend and I was supportive, so I gave you that safe space. I thought you were a fucking faggot for asking for it. And to be fair, it was your boyfriend that asked for it. Vamp asked for it. So that's not entirely on you, but you certainly jumped in there real quick because you couldn't even go in your own Discord because you're such a fucking coward. Fucking pussy. I'm sick of this fucking asshole trying to pretend like he's just a fucking tough guy. He's not. He's a fucking pussy. When he couldn't take online criticism, what did he do? He came and hid in my Discord and then tried to use that fucking room to fucking tell us that we're doxers. And when we fucking streamed my goddamn fucking Discord and proved you weren't a doxer, you had to change your stream title because you're an idiot and you put it out 24 hours, giving me plenty of time to prove you that you're a lying sack of shit. Broski 8,762,478 to Tonka's 0. What was that hashtag that Vamp came up with? What was it again? Oh, tip of my tongue. Hashtag Broski wins, faggot. I'm going to an independent wrestling show, so I'm getting in character. You'll have to excuse the rage.
Yeah,
It's literally after this show. And no big deal. I'm going with the talent, so we're going to be a little early. No big deal. Just going to go in through the talent entrance. No big deal. No big deal. I saw the roster. Do you want to see the roster? It's fucking hilarious, dude. I have names for all of them, and I plan on chanting for them appropriately. Did I delete it? No. Yes, I still have it. Because there's some.
Can you remind me why they didn't they like get? I vaguely remember that they got mad and left the Discord.
Oh,
and I don't remember
okay,
why.
because they Tonka came into my Discord and started doing his fucking fake tough guy shit, and he started yelling at Optic in front of a bunch of people because that's the only way he can get his dick hard is to yell at other men and feel like a man. And Optic was no-selling. It was just like, no, this is gay. Then he kept going in my general, and I said, look, this internet blood sports fucking drama bullshit, go talk about it somewhere else. My Discord is here to post boobs and butts. And then the fucking man-child, oh, well, I'm not going to be in a Discord where I have to toe the line and fucking follow rules. Literally the only thing I asked him was, if you have a problem with someone, keep it out of my general. That's literally it. Not go fuck yourself, not get out of here, nothing. And that is why he started streaming about me. That's literally the last thing that happened between me and him before he lost his shit, lost his mind, and turned into the worst ex-girlfriend I've ever had. This is how much of a mental midget and an insecure little faggot this is. I picked Optic Decay. I picked Optic Decay over Tonka, and fucking Tonka threw a goddamn fit. I decided to side with somebody who has always been loyal, always been true, and never bullshitted me over someone who bullshitted me all the time, lies through his fucking baked bean looking motherfucking teeth all the time, and is one of the biggest fucking faggots I have ever come across in the history of faggotry. And I lived in a place called the Gay Village. Tonka is mad at me and says that I'm a liar and I'm all this shit because I asked him not to be a faggot in my Discord. But that's exactly it. And then, but that's not even the funniest part. The funniest part to me was the fucking tranny's reaction. The tranny's reaction when we weren't having her shit anymore was this. I go out of my way to come in here and talk to you. Bitch, you're a dumb fucking thought who sits and gets fat doing a fucking nothing all day. You're not shit. You're not worth shit, Vamp. You look like a boy. That's why people think you have a dick, because you look like a boy, you have no tits, and you pretend that you're a tough girl. But you're a little sensitive flower who cries when she loses her internet friends. Oh, failure. How could you be so mean to me, failure? Go cry again, you fucking little bitch. Die. You can die next to the fucking engine, and I'll piss on both of your fucking graves at the same time. 2-for-1 special, cunt.
Jesus Christ.
Again, that's a Jim Cornette quote.
I know. That's why I am laughing. I don't know. I think people get like worried that you're actually.
No, I'm not. I'm not. You should see the fucking smile on my face.
No, when you're actually
I'm quiet.
Mad, you are. And
I talk
scary.
like this.
It's scary. I don't like it.
Yeah, see, that's
like
what.
No.
That's why I love that you're my co-host, because you'll let me rant, because you know I'm not actually mad. You know what it's like when I'm actually mad. I've been mad at you for real.
Oh yeah.
And it's not funny.
Yeah.
At all.
No, it's not. It's not.
I don't get all high pitched, which is why people love it. Ah! I don't do that. I don't. This is cartoonish levels of anger. Come on now.
It is. It
Come on now. Piss me off, Lolly. If there's somebody who can piss me off on this planet, it's you. Go ahead. We'll show them what me.
No, I don't like
Well,
it.
to be
I don't
fair,
like
to
it.
be fair, I don't like when you're angry either. You're good at it. You're good at it too. If I'm good at it, you're my equal. All right. That's why we need to fucking combine powers and get mad at someone. Like genuinely mad at someone.
Like actually, I don't like being actually.
No,
mad,
it's not
though.
fun. It's not fun.
No, because then you actually have to
Yeah.
be mad, and being mad isn't fun. Being fake mad. Is fun.
Yo, yesterday, Drax, that's fucking hilarious. Yesterday, Brandon came out with the greatest fucking line ever. It killed me. We're talking about shit, and I mention, or Drax or Tater mentions climate change, and Brandon goes, yo, climate change isn't real. And we're like, what? And he's like, yo, if it was real, I'd care about it. So Drax in the chat just wrote, I know he's not really mad because if he was, I would care. No, but just in case, I've explained this before, but just in case we have some new listeners, I am a big fan of a wrestling manager called Jim Cornette. Now, Jim Cornette is known for two things, being one of the greatest managers of all time, as well as cutting some of the most angry, violent, vulgar promos in the history of pro wrestling, and he does this weekly on his podcast. I've been a student of Jim Cornette since the early 90s. I think he's one of the funniest fucking human beings on the planet who isn't considered a comedian. And every time I'm not even ashamed. Every time I've said I'm going to wait till you die and piss on your grave, that is a direct quote from fucking Jim Cornette to a guy named Vince Russo, who you can actually buy a t-shirt of Jim Cornette pissing on a grave. So basically, anytime, and here's another one. You know how my fucking Twitter name says, and no money? That's Jim Cornette. Anytime you hear Tater laugh, I'm usually quoting Jim Cornette. So when I get to cut a promo like this, because Tonka is like the only person I will say anything about and not feel bad. I don't care. Fuck him. I really don't. So this is very cathartic for me. I enjoy it. I don't have it yet.
You do. It's a good.
I feel much better than I did. I feel so much better than I did earlier.
All you gotta do is
Yeah.
yell.
You just get it off your chest. And it's like, what's he going to do? What's he going to do? Tell people I owe Vamp $500 again? Okay. I don't care. I really don't. I have a screen. If anybody wants to see it, DM me. I have a screenshot where Vamp admits that she lied. She changed it from a fucking help to a loan because I wasn't towing the company line anymore. I don't give a fuck anymore. You want to see it? I'll send it to you. I don't give a shit. DM me on Discord or Twitter. That's why I don't care anymore. I just don't give a shit. They're not going to stop, so why would I? Fuck it. I'm better at it than them.
No.
I enjoy it, and it makes me laugh. Fuck it. If you got hate in your heart, let it out. Goddamn right. Dave Chappelle. Clayton Bigsby. But okay, now from one untalented mud show wrestler to what could possibly be some decent wrestlers. I don't know. I've never seen this promotion. I'm not going to say the promotion either because I don't want you fuckers to know where I live. But here you go. This is who I'm going to see today. Whoa! Oh shit! Fuck!
What?
Oh, I scrolled and it had all the information on it. I forgot I had the full flyer. Oh well. I live in Ruckersville, Ruckersville, Virginia. So I have names for all of them, and if you watch the morning decay, you've already heard this, so I apologize. But for those of you who don't tune in, all right, off right, on the far right here, you'll see someone that's almost very familiar to the morning decay crew. It's White Hard Gay. All right, we got White Hard Gay here. We have Outlaw.
What?
Hard Gay is a Japanese wrestler who dresses up in really flamboyant BDSM gear and runs around and like helps people. I'll send you a clip of what it is. It's actually fucking hilarious because it's really Japanese. And, you know, the Japanese, they, even if they're afraid of you, they don't want to offend you. So they just kind of, like, they retract within themselves and just try to get around them. It's really funny. Next to White Hard Gay, we have Outlaw Mudshow Sting, who I'm going to try to meet for Tater. Right next to Outlaw Mudshow Sting, we have Heroin Ryback. I wish you watched wrestling because these are all really hilarious names. Up next,
Are they their
no,
real
these are
names?
names I gave them. Up next, we
Okay.
have Scuffed Wade Barrett because this guy actually really looks like Wade Barrett. Right next to him, we got Drax. Yeah, homosexual Drax because he's in pink, right? Here we have Bald Scott Steiner because of his massive fucking arms. Next to him, I don't have one for him. This guy just looks like a generic French Quebecois guy, to be honest. He looks like so... I think I know who that is, but I'm not 100% sure, so I'm just not going to venture a guess. Here we have the Ding Dongs. Jim Herd, classic creation from WCW back in the day. Here we got I'm Stuck on the Toilet with a Really Big Turd Man. Next to him, we have Brandon. Above him, we have Photoshop Masked Team because those masks look photoshopped on their face. This guy's my favorite. This guy right here is a lost rugby fan. He thinks he's going to a rugby show, but it's actually a wrestling event. He's dressed like a rugby player. Here we got another photo. Here we got a reject from Mortal Kombat with a Photoshop mask on his face. Up here we have the youngest Bucks because they look like they're about 13 years old combined age. Here we have the the head of the Hells Angels, apparently. This is the guy that my roommate knows, who's actually a wrestler. I didn't think this guy was a wrestler. Thought he was more of a manager. But I'm not going to make fun of him because he's my ride. Here we have Predator Bait. or gay Mexican Neville for you, or Pac now. And here we have Scuffed Tomatonga from New Japan Pro Wrestling. So, I mean, what's not to look forward to? All right? I'm really looking forward to this guy coming out, the guy in the middle who I called Heroin Ryback. Because I really want to go, Heroin Ryback, Heroin Ryback. And I want to see if I can get a Heroin Ryback chant. I also want to see if I can get an Outlaw Mud Show chant going. That would be, if I could get it going, because obviously I'll have my phone on me. But if I can get an Outlaw Mud Show chant going, fuck. I won't be depressed for the next 6 months. So this is the, and the main event.
So you're gonna have a great time.
No, it's probably gonna be awful, but that's why I'm actually hoping I'm hoping there's like one good match I can enjoy, but I'm actually hoping the rest are just a bunch of fucking marks who don't know what they're doing. Get a Scuffed Wade Barrett chant going too. I'll try my best. If you think I'm loud here, you'll see me at a.
Since you've got, yeah, you should definitely try to get all those chants going. Because I mean, you've given those names. They have to be. I mean, they have to be used.
I swear, broski, if you end up in the hospital today, I'm gonna die of laughter. No, I'm bringing that old I'm bringing that old southern wrestling heat to the building today. I'm gonna try to stab the heels. I'm gonna cheer the baby faces. If the ref isn't calling it right down the middle, you know, ref you suck, ref you suck, ref you suck. You know, if someone goes through a fucking table, you know, EC dub. I got it down. Don't worry, I got this, guys. Swig of coffee for the working man, which is a wrestling joke you don't get either. All right, I'm going to deprogram from the wrestling. You want to read some articles, Lolly? I got some good ones.
Yeah.
Good, because you don't have a choice.
I did. I was going to say, dude.
Well, I mean, you could say no, and then I'll just shut her down and go take a shower and cry. Why doesn't she want to do the show with me? Hello, Julie.
Don't do that.
Okay, so you know what the happiest place on earth is, right? It's Disney. No, it's Disney. Apparently, that's what it's called. Apparently, I think. Brandon, loser, confirm. Well, for one individual, that wasn't the case. He tried to go to another dimension at Disney, and it didn't quite work out for him. Man who took LSD at Disneyland Paris found naked and confused. Hold on, let me send it to you.
Oh.
I apologize, Lolly. There you are, dear.
Thank you.
All right. Oh, not Disc. I don't want to look at Discord. Have you? Oh, okay. Let's see what happens, shall we? For one, French. Ugh. The Swiss tourist. Oh, I'm Swiss. The Swiss tourist had planned the trip of a lifetime, taking LSD while on vacation at Disneyland Paris. What could possibly go wrong? Hey, that's the title of my fucking stream. Gimmick infringement. We all know I don't read this shit. That's why I was fooled by a joke website last week. Rude. I'm still salty about that. I'm still mad about that.
Every time I see them tweeting, I'm like,
You know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck you, all right? Fuck you, because this week, Optic showed me a fucking tweet, and I was like, it's fake! Showed me a tweet from the Babylon Bee, and I was like, I got really angry. Don't fall for their lies. What could possibly go plenty, as the 32-year-old engineer discovered this past weekend. He wound up in jail on narcotics charges after disappearing into a pond and launching a 130-person search with helicopters and dogs, only to turn up hours later, naked and confused, on a quiet residential street about a mile away. The misadventure began Friday evening when the man's 30-year-old girlfriend slipped him the hallucinogenic drug. Oh,
why isn't she in trouble?
Did she not tell him? Like, did she just dose him? Because that is dangerous. Well, as we can see, bad things happen. According to Le Parisien, almost immediately he fell into a man-made lake in Adventureland near Captain Hook's pirate ship and the menacing grimace of Skull Rock from Peter Pan. This is real. When he didn't resurface, his girlfriend grew nervous. At around 8.
I mean, I would have probably been nervous like the second he fell into the pond.
Probably.
You know, like that part probably would have. That would have been it.
Yeah, as always, not being aware of being dosed. Yeah, it's. Whenever you hear shit like this happen, it's very rarely someone who knew that they were taking the drug. It's someone who either slipped it to them or something like that. Because if you don't know you're taking acid and then the effects of acid start taking place, yeah, I can understand throwing yourself in a pond. I knew I was taking acid, and for the first hour and a half, like my second or third time, I was like, why is the acid making me relive every horrible thing that's ever happened to me? Catatonic.
God,
it wasn't,
fun.
But then that part, I got through the ego death, and I started prancing around in tall grass in the rain where I could feel every individual drop hit my face. It's fucking amazing. You got
prancing around in tall grass in the rain.
Yeah.
Were you
No, I
naked?
wasn't naked. I was wearing shorts, but nothing else.
I can see this.
But it was awesome because it was when I was younger and I was in shape, so I had like a six-pack, so I didn't care, right? Like my neighbors was like, wow, I saw you prancing around out there yesterday. Were you okay?
I saw you prancing.
Dude,
I like that you
this is a 100% real story. I took acid, all right? The first hour and a half, I curled up in a fetal position on my bed and relived every awful experience that had ever happened to me vividly, to the point where it felt like it was happening all over again, until like that, in a snap, in the time it takes to snap your fingers, I got up, opened the front door of my house, God, this is so bad, saw a Muslim woman in a hijab, went, ah! And slammed the door because to me she looked like a cloaked figure trying to come and steal my soul or something. Slammed the door, was very shook about that, went to sit on my bed, and then it started to rain, and my brain went, oh, maybe if you go outside and stand in the rain, the bad mood will wash away from you and you can enjoy your trip. At which point I stripped down to my basically my boxer shorts, and started prancing in the water, because the reason I started prancing, at first I was just standing there, but as the rain hit the top of my bald head, because I'm a bad person because I'm bald, I could feel every drop hit my bald head. And when they hit my bald head, it felt really good, and I could feel the water drip down my bald head and go across my face and down on my body. And that felt like I was washing away the bad feelings, the heebie-jeebies, if you will. So once I was freed from the shackles of like the darkness, the darkness was gone. I was so ecstatic that I started dancing and singing. I can see clearly now. The rain is gone. Yeah.
What?
So then the next day, my neighbor
Jesus.
was like, I saw you prancing outside in your underwear yesterday. What was that about? And I was like, yeah, I took acid. The guy who sold it to me told me it wasn't very strong, so I took 2. And it turns out it's the strongest fucking acid I've ever done. And yeah, I'm really tired today. I tripped. It was like, fuck, I don't remember. Like, it was like 15, 16 hours. It's exhausting. All I remember is going somewhere to my friend's house, and she's like, what are you on? And I'm like, acid! And she's like, how long? I'm like, since this morning! And she's like, oh, God. And then I hung out with her. That's the one time I tried to watch Game of Thrones. She put on Game of Thrones. I was like, bad juju. So I left. And I was on the bus, and while I was on the bus, I remembered that I had chicken wings in my fridge, so I started rocking back and forth with a smile on my face, not from insanity, from sheer excitement. And then I ate about 20 to 25 chicken wings and smoked like 6 joints in a row and finally managed to pass out. So, yeah.
All right, well.
So anyway, back to Disney, acid on Disney. When he didn't resurface, his girlfriend grew nervous at around 8:30 p.m. I never fell in a creek, though, especially not a man-made one. 8:30 p.m. Friday, the park began to close up for the night, and she alerted the staff that he was still missing. The French...
I can't believe she waited
Right?
that long.
Maybe she does, girlfriend, but doesn't really give a shit,
Horrible girlfriend.
I've had worse. The French newspaper didn't indicate whether the woman had also taken LSD, but did note that she did not seem to be in possession of all her means. Wow, that is such a French sentence directly translated into English. I don't think anybody in English, a native English speaker, do they? Did not seem to be in possession of all her means? That really seems like a French thing.
Possession of all
Yeah.
means.
Like it means like
have it?
like possession of all her means like she's not all there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
out of
Oh,
it.
out of it. Okay. I you cut out at the out of it, so I wasn't entirely sure.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, out of it.
But did you? Because I've never seen it. I've seen because it's directly translated from "était pas en possession de ses moyens," which is exactly what did not seem to be in possession of all her means. But that doesn't. That seems like a French sentence that I just muttered that no one understood unless Stefan's watching. It sounds like that sentence directly translated. So I don't know. Have you ever heard anybody say it like that?
I don't know that I have, but I understood it in context.
Oh yeah, it makes sense. It just seems like something directly translated. It's just my French autism. The couple have not been named in French media accounts in accordance with European privacy laws. For hours, worried Disneyland employees combed the park, but there was no sign of the Swiss engineer. He hadn't climbed onto the pirate ship or hopped on the Indiana Jones and the Temple of Peril ride or hauled himself onto Pirates Beach. Oh, well, if he's not on Pirates Beach, he might as well be dead.
I mean, I think I would have searched the
That's the
pirate
first
ship
place I
first,
would have
too.
gone. The search party came to include 10 divers, 10 policemen, 30 firefighters, and 80 Disneyland Paris employees, Le Parisien reported. By then, it had grown dark, making it harder for them to peer into the lagoon circling Adventureland. And dogs and police helicopter with a thermal camera were brought in for backup. Early the next morning, as the search continued, a 44-year-old man driving home from work came across an odd sight in the town of Chessy, a little more than a mile from the Disneyland Paris. I came face to face with a naked man, the driver, who asked only to be identified as Benoit, told Le Parisien. He was walking in the middle of the road. He did not have a centimeter of clothes on him, and he was barefoot. See, that's another sentence directly translated from French. Doesn't make sense in English. Anyway, the man was calmly making his way down Chemin des Fossés Rouges. Wow, Chemin des Fossés Rouges. That's a long name for a fucking street. A tranquil tree-lined street where cottages and large villas sit behind hedges and imposing gates. Oh, God. So he stumbled into the rich part of the neighborhood. I stopped, got out of the car, and went to meet him, Benoit told the paper. I wanted to know what a naked man was doing 300 meters from my home.
I mean, at some point.
The nude man, who by then was completely dry, had scratches all over his arms and legs. He didn't remember anything, Benoit said. Somewhat problematically, he also didn't speak French. Wow. Eventually, the two realized they could communicate in English, and the mysterious naked man explained that he had taken an LSD as part of a bet that he made with friends, and that his girlfriend was probably worried. Benoit offered to call her, but the man was also unable to remember her number. With his initial apprehension dissipating, Benoit realized that the man was harmless and horribly lost. He put the stranger in his car and ran inside his house to get a pair of rugby shorts and a t-shirt so that he could cover himself up. Wow, what a nice guy. I hope he didn't let him sit in his car. Like, ew, naked foreigner ass. Then he dropped his baffled passenger off at the park's edge, having somewhat gathered that the man's strange journey had begun at Disneyland Paris, where all strange journeys begin. Rescuers found the man there at around 1:15 a.m., and he and his girlfriend were arrested for narcotics use, according to Le Parisien, and taken to the police station in Chessy. The day after, once the drugs wore off, you're drugged. What was it? Charged with narcotics use. Jesus. But authorities
In a foreign country.
Oh, yeah, that's true. But authorities evidently felt the couple had been through enough because they were released Saturday afternoon after spending less than a day in jail. Oh, well, that's good. Le Parisien reported that both received a rappel à la loi for drug use, which roughly translates a reminder of the law. Basically, the citations, which doesn't get added to a person's official criminal record, is typically handed out when a prosecutor chooses not to press charge. It's just like yo, you got away with it this time, bud. Well, you better stay straight. That's what it is, basically. It sounds like to me a reminder of the. I mean, that's again, it's directly translated from rappel à la loi.
Slap on the wrist.
Essentially, yes. You could consider them synonyms. So you're not wrong at all. Mostly because if I tell you you're wrong, you might beat me up, and I don't want that. Disneyland Paris, likewise, was unfazed by the incident. Park officials told Le Parisien that the hours-long search didn't disrupt the regular operation or a 5K race that took place the same evening. The visitors didn't even realize that there was a problem, a source told the paper. Well, isn't that nice? So next time you're at Disney, just assume that there's something terrible going on that you're being sheltered from.
Chat's a little upset about white
You
people.
goddamn white people are the worst. Why? Oh, slap on the wrist, fucking white privilege. That's hilarious. But they didn't say if he was white. Although he's front.
They didn't. All they said he was Swiss.
Oh no, there's. Anyway, I don't think we're allowed talking about that.
And we didn't get the name.
That's true. Source told the paper. It remains unclear how the man surfaced from Adventureland Lake and left the park without his girlfriend noticing she was on acid. What happened to all his clothes, and where he went for several hours while rescuers were frantically searching for him. I mean, if he was on acid, he could have very well thought there was a militia of people coming to kill him. He was just running. Maybe he took his clothes off because he thought he would blend in better with the scenery. I don't know. But initial news reports about the disappearance at least solved one mystery for Benoit, who had been wondering about the chain of events that led to a severely naked, confused naked man to materialize in front of his car. It was his wife who, seeing the article, explained to me what had happened, he told Le Parisien. So there you go. Don't go to Disneyland and take acid if you can't handle your high. Or else you might wake up a day later in front of some guy named Benoit's car, completely naked. So what did we learn today? Drugs sound really fun. That's what I learned.
Drugs are an invention.
Now, you want to hear something? Now, this...
Disney
Whoops, not
inventor.
ESW. Whoa. I accidentally opened up an ESW video, boys. It's not time for Las Cruces yet. The goddamn ship crashed. We're back home. Don't have to worry about it. Now, this is one hell of a story. And it's from CNN, so you know it's true. 100% real news. CNN, the number one news, the
Fake
number one
news.
source for news. Thankfully, it's
Fake news network.
thankfully it's not political. So this is interesting. I don't know if it's true. It's whatchamacallit, who's dude it, CNN. So it could be fake, but I'm going into it just for the sake of the show. I'm going to pretend it's real, even if it's not. He shot his girlfriend in the head, but didn't tell her. She finally went to the doctor, and now he's going to prison.
I generally assume when you shoot someone in the head, you don't have to tell them that you have in fact.
Oh,
shot them in the
Lime,
head.
recapping what we learned so far, we learned that Tonka is a bitch and that acid isn't good. Smoke weed instead. Acid is good. You just got to be able to handle your high. Broski abused drug education. Bear. That's right. It fits in with the pull-out squad or the leave-in squad, whichever you may be. Anyway. So let's get to this guy who shot his girlfriend in the head. A Georgia woman and her ex-boyfriend were arguing in her car 2 years ago when her driver's side window shattered and she blacked out. When she came to, she was in his car, not hers, and they went to his mother's house because she had a head wound. She thought she had been cut by flying glass, but her ex, Geronte Kane, had a secret. He had shot her.
I'm telling you, it's generally when you get shot in the head.
This was posted this week, Thursday, September 26th. I know what you thought. I know what you thought. I know you thought it was an April Fool's joke, but it's not. She thought she had been cut by about Thursday. A judge sentenced Kane, 39, to 25 years in prison for several crimes, including aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and possession of a firearm by a felon. Kane had been convicted of felony sexual battery in 2010, so clearly, wonderful individual. Yeah.
Good person.
For a month after the shooting in 2017, the woman stayed at Kane's mother's house, suffering through severe headaches, dealing with memory loss, and having trouble when she tried to talk, according to a news release from Fulton County District Attorney's Office. In June that year, a friend took her to the hospital. So wait, where was she? She started in the house when? For months after. When did she get shot?
Months, they said.
Yeah, they don't.
A month
Oh,
after
okay.
the
So
shooting.
yeah, so she stayed Jesus Christ. Doctors at Atlanta Medical Center found a bullet in the back of her skull, one that would have to remain there because trying to take it out could kill her, said the DA's office. Hospital staff alerted investigators, and the woman told them she didn't remember being shot. She just recalled the window breaking. Kane told police the woman, now 42, had crashed her car into a tree, but detective found the crime scene inconsistent with his explanation, according to the DA's office. They issued an arrest warrant, but Kane was not caught until January 2019, more than a year later, when police showed up at his home in College Park just south of Atlanta. He hid in an attic during a 2-hour standoff until he surrendered, the DA's office said. Kane was also sentenced to 5 years of probation to be served after his prison term. Holy shit. How do you get shot in the head and not know it?
Honestly,
Right?
no idea. As I was saying before, generally speaking, when you get shot in the head, nobody has to tell you that you've been shot in the head. You just kind of know. But I don't know. What did she? It said she.
Yeah,
passed
she got
out?
shot in the head, basically, and I'm assuming passed out from shock. I'm assuming, and then
Did they even crash the car?
I'm
it?
assuming yes, because
So he crashed the car and then he shot her in the head.
no, he shot her. Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
So
We have to reconstruct this. Somebody get some red string.
She
We
thought-
need red
yeah,
string.
He thought it was. Yes, I need a
some-
whiteboard
And some
immediately.
we're gonna reconstruct this bitch.
Okay. So what really happened was she got shot in the
Yes.
head. What she thought happened was they got in a car accident. Oh no. A Georgia. Okay, they were arguing in her car when her driver's side window shattered and she blacked out. So they thought
So
that
she
she
didn't. Doesn't
She
necessarily
thought
mean she was driving.
no.
She was just in their car. I mean, in her car with him. We have questions. Who can we count? We got to contact the DA's office.
Wait, no. I think that she was driving.
Okay. And then
Cause
getting shot led to her crashing her car, as it typically does. Good morning, Fire.
Kane told that she crashed her car into a tree, but detectives found the crime scene inconsistent. So what? Probably okay. So he shot her, and that's when the window
Yes,
shattered.
the bullet probably caused the.
And then she crashed. She must have crashed the car. And she thought that she was hit by glass.
So far,
okay.
it seems like you're right on the money.
Okay.
So I'm pretty satisfied with that reconstruction.
Okay. Fire! You missed the pie contest.
Oh no. just because Fire is one of the nicest ladies on the internet ever, we're gonna bring the pie picture back up just for her. I'm sure you're thrilled with that, Lolly. Fire, are you ready?
I don't care. I'll send it to you.
That's true. Are you ready? We're gonna show you Lolly's beautiful pie. And 3, 2, 1. Amazing. Amazing. There you go. It's gorgeous. I don't know.
I'm sorry, like
No!
down. She's the one I'm worried about.
Oh. Yeah, everybody else doesn't matter, but you don't want to disappoint Fire Mistress.
I know. She's the one I feel like I really let down.
Well, because we like Fire, we won't leave the pie picture up there for too long. We don't want to cause any kind of real trauma to the... You're my national treasure. Oh my god, that's hilarious. I like the party's coffee cup is Nicolas Cage. Lolly, next time make apple pie moonshine for the contest. Ooh.
That I probably could make.
We got Lime. Look, Lime says a work of art. Mary Maple Men says, I am so aroused. Oh.
Thanks,
Who would have
guys.
thought that? Who would have thought that
Hey.
you showing your pie on stream would got so many people aroused?
The crust was not cooked all the way through because I took it out halfway through and it looked like that. And I was like, I'm not continuing with this.
Was the crust cooked all the way through?
I mean, the parts that were cooked tastes pretty good.
Well, like I told you in text messages, Lolly, if you presented me with that pie, I would eat it because I'm a nice person and I care about you. And
Oh, the dough tasted good.
the pie crust looks like abstract art.
Maybe I should have entered it as like an
Oh my
artistic-
god, dough. He says at least it wasn't a cream pie. I'll see myself out. Stay tuned for me and Lolly's new show starting next week on Pornhub, The Cream Pie. The morning cream pie.
Jesus. I decline to participate in that.
Most women do. Now I'm depressed again. Fuck you, Lolly. So anyway, talk is a fat... No, gotta make myself feel better again. Okay,
There you
now, okay? Lolly, you're a vegetarian, correct? Correct?
Yep.
All right.
Yep. I'm sorry. I was laughing.
You saw the
'cause I
article?
the
All right.
article.
Now,
Yep.
I want you to tell me, in all honesty, has this ever been you close? Has this ever come close to being you? Just based on the headline alone. None of us have read the article yet, but based on the headline alone, and I'll tell you soon, chat. I just want to get Lolly's answer first. Have you ever been so close to this kind of behavior? No?
No.
Okay.
No. I did have a fight with my dad about something similar, but it was.
But it didn't
It was not. It was not. It did not escalate
to this level.
This
Okay,
level.
good. Okay, good. So, for the rest of the chat who can't see it, what I'm referencing here, Florida teen allegedly attacks grandparents after being told she's eaten too many tomatoes. Now, I know you, Lolly. I think I like to know you pretty well. Maybe better than most. And I think you're being truthful here. I don't think you've ever attacked your family members over the
Correct.
consumption of too many tomatoes.
That's correct.
See,
Correct. I did one time have a fight with my dad, but this is what I was referencing. So one time I got in a fight with my dad because we were at like Universal Studios or
God.
something. And theme parks don't have a lot of really good vegetarian options that aren't like potatoes, right? So like the vegetarian options were like French fries or baked potato.
eat meat like a normal
So
person.
everyone else in my family is getting like French fries and burgers and shit, and I ordered French fries and a baked potato, and my dad was like, "That's too many carbs. That's too many potatoes." And I was like, "But that's all I eat. That's the only thing I can eat here." And we had a fight about it, but I didn't attack
Well,
him,
thankfully.
likely because they use plastic cutlery.
So
but-
that was the saving grace. Okay. Ooh, there was an update to this story. How exciting. Okay, first of all, whether or not she tried to kill her grandparents for eating too many tomatoes, kind of cute. Kind of cute. I like the little psychotic edge to my women. So, hit me up, Katie Jade Gates. Oh, no, never mind. She has 3 names, future serial killer.
Probably her
Never,
middle name.
yeah, but the people that use it, never trust John Wayne Gacy.
It's from the sheriff's county, like the sheriff's office, though. So they're probably using that
Oh,
name.
she's cute. I'm not desperate. She's cute. Maybe.
They're mad because it said she's a teen. Don't worry, she's 19.
Oh, teen, right.
So she's 19.
I didn't say I would put it in her penis. I mean, I put it in her butt. What Freudian slip? She's 19.
Who's gay now?
19, you dipshits. Fuck off. Yeah, fuck you. She's 19. Dipshits. And it's the smile. It's a little unsettling the way. No, Jada, that's the psychotic in her.
That's the part.
Look at that face. She's in
Like-
jail.
Crazy.
She's not total crazy. I like a little crazy.
Jada, confirm. Bad eyebrows equals bad person.
I agree with that. You taught me. There's nothing wrong with being desperate,
know.
broski. Trust me.
I need somebody else to know.
Trust
this
me.
too, though. Somebody else.
Okay, trust me. I have way too many fat girls liking me on every fucking dating website ever to be truly desperate. If I was really desperate, I'd be knee deep in fat right now. All right?
Mm.
Which, by the way, hold on. Let me call somebody. No, there's no time for that.
She really is. She really does look like super
Yeah.
happy about it. And also, like, why are they mad at her for eating too many
Well,
tomatoes?
maybe I'll.
Like, the
Maybe
whole-
we should stop addressing this awful chat saying I'm desperate, and we'll find out.
Okay.
Knee deep or elbow deep? I'll be fucking deep. How about that? Chasing the white whale. No, that's the thing. I'm not desperate. If I was desperate, I'd probably get laid a hell of a lot more.
Charlie Rogers.
The smile,
The smile. Go
the
ahead.
smile, and the fact she's white tells me there's room for redemption and dick. Yes.
And Dick Park. That's just,
All right.
I love
Apparently, one is just not enough. What seemed like a quiet family dinner turned violent earlier this month after a teen in Florida allegedly attempted to stab her grandmother over a disagreement on the amount of tomatoes she could eat. According to Nassau County Sheriff's Office, 19-year-old, therefore of age, therefore cute. Fuck y'all. Katie Jade Gates was with her family when she became enraged after her grandmother complained the teen wanted to eat more than her fair share of tomatoes at the dinner table. What? An incident report noted when she was denied additional tomatoes, the irate Gates became disrespectful towards the other adults in the house. Let me rephrase. Let me reread that for you, chat, with your quick to judge comments. hold on, let me find the fucking. Okay, an incident report noted when she was denied additional tomatoes, the irate Gates became disrespectful towards the other adults. Which means that the Nassau whatever motherfucker department considers this 19-year-old person an adult because she's an adult. Therefore, psycho and cute. Fuck you, chat. She's an Ariana with greasy hair instead of straw hair. Does she have grease?
Her
It
hair
does
does
look
look pretty
greasy.
greasy. Or limp.
I don't care. I don't have hair. I'm not allowed to be picky. Please stop yelling at us. I'm sensitive. Okay. Jada, whenever I'm about to yell, I'll say mute. You mute, and then I'm going to fucking lose it. Because I don't want to make you upset. I don't want to make you upset if you're sensitive. Other adults! That's when police say Gates threw a bottle of water at her grandfather but missed. Women can't throw. The 19-year-old then launched a pack of cigarettes which hit her grandmother in the face.
That seems pretty accurate.
News outlet WogX reported.
WOGX.
I know. Thanks. Reported Gates then reportedly chased her grandfather around the home while brandishing a knife. Motherfucker, I'll stab you in your fucking face, Gates screamed, the incident report. I love her! Did you not watch the first hour of the show? This is my soulmate! No, just kidding. I already tricked a woman into being my soulmate, and I'm totally going to be married when we're in heaven. So, something to look forward to, boys. I tricked her with my superior intellect. She thought she was just being, she just thought it was a little casual flirting. I took that shit seriously. Locked her down, boys, for all eternity. Tell me I'm desperate. And you wouldn't believe the girl I locked down, boys. You would not believe. Whoo! Ass won't quit. Titties out to here. Just kidding. She's a delightful lady, and I respect her very much. I do. When she's not annoyed. Is it Mel? Jesus Christ, no. I don't want to be attached. I don't even want to be Mel's friend. You think I want to be attached to her forever? It's not Opal. It's nobody that you guys know. And even if it was, I wouldn't tell you. I've already said too much. Lolly probably already knows who it is, and now that's not good. I'm waving my magic. It's not Lolly, Brandon. That's you. Lolly is your dream girl, not mine. It's not Opal. Miss Beardy, don't start. I think Mrs. Grimm is Miss Beardy. I think.
Is it? Hi,
The
Mrs.
other day I was in... Oh, I'm going to sidetrack from this insane motherfucker for 2 seconds.
She goes to a different school, guys.
It's my roommate. Are you out of your mind? I'm never going to ruin that. She's the easiest person in the fucking universe to live with. You think I'm going to fuck it up by catching feelings? Never. We have strictly friend-zoned each other. No way we're ever going to... No. No. I'm smarter than that, boys. If you find somebody that you can live with of the opposite sex who's down as fucking cool, no feelings. Because then you'll fuck it up. We never fight. I've lived with her for a year and a half. We had a minor confrontation once. And she immediately corrected herself because she felt like she came at me in a wrong way. I appreciated that, and it was over. That's it. You think I'm going to fuck that up by throwing feelings in there? I fight with everybody all the time. Ask Lolly. No. I love my roommate far too much to ever fucking inflict that upon her. All right?
You too. You like fighting.
I can't. I bounced. Okay, let me just give the cat.
We fight a lot.
No. We used to. Not so much anymore. Ever since you kind of calmed down and got, accepted the fact, Yes, I love my roommate. You can love people and not want to bang them and be in a relationship with them, though. I know it's hard for you because no one's ever loved you, but it can happen. All right. So sorry, a slight distraction, but let me get back to this. The important thing to remember is I might die alone, but my soul belongs to a very attractive lady. So all in all, I'm doing pretty good. All right. No desperation here. Let me get back to my future wife. The teen allegedly continued to threaten her grandpa by making stabbing motions with a knife while cussing him out. Cops arrived on the scene and questioned Gates. She reportedly admitting to throwing the cigarette pack and picking up the knife, but denied making stabbing motions. Gates was charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and aggravated battery on a victim over the age of 65. The teen was released from jail after posting $18,000 bond. So she's got money, too!
Perfect.
So there you go. Don't ever deny a vegetarian their right to tomatoes.
I love tomatoes.
Tomatoes are good. I hate.
They really are. I just don't like. What a weird
It's a weird reason to stab someone. I mean, no.
I want to look at the comments.
Oh God, there's no.
Well,
Yeah, no, not really. There's only 5 of them too.
There's 5. One says, "Goodbye, Katie. Have a nice life." The next one says, "Had to be a Democrat."
Oh my God.
The third one says, "I was denied a second banana once. I went apeshit."
If you don't give me tomatoes, I'm gonna kill your family, says Lime. All right, everybody, get the tomatoes. Everybody, put some tomatoes in chat for Lime, so we don't end up getting murdered. That's the next one. I feel like I'm doing God's work, sharing this with the masses. It's got a really awkward picture, though. I'm gonna see if I could just.
Yeah.
Oh, but the second one isn't even any better. All right. Well, if we have to look at the girl on the toilet, we'll see the guy on the. We'll see the girl on the toilet too. Okay. So up next, I think this is really important. This is a PSA. I know we joke around here, but every once in a while, it's important to spread awareness. Using your phone on the toilet is giving you piles. Shazam! That's an Apple branded, you fucking moron. Although many of us refuse to admit it, it's a fact that everyone uses their phone on the toilet. Literally every time I'm on the toilet, unless I'm pissing, I use my phone. Who doesn't? And if you say you don't, you're a liar. All right? They're just the new magazines. Protest all you like, but we won't believe you if you say you don't. See? I could write articles, apparently. In fact, a recent study revealed that 57% of Brits had owned up to using their phone on the loo, with 8% claiming they always do it. I'm part of that 8%. But the question is, at what cost does a cheeky swipe, delicious pun, editorial, through Instagram on the toilet come at? I know, I picked this just for you. I know how much you love talking about toilets and pooping and stuff.
Yeah. I'll be right back.
Rude! I was hoping for your expert analysis. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
No. I have a dog.
That's
dog
fine.
problem.
That's fine.
Back.
Oh, is that what hemorrhoids? Okay. But the question is, at what cost? Okay, I read. Doctors are now warning that this practice can give you piles, apparently also known as hemorrhoids, lumps lumps inside and around your bottom. Speaking to the Sun Online, Dr. Sarah Jarvis, GP and Clinical Director of Patient Info, explained that it is the length of time your phone leads you to spend on the loo that raises the risk of developing hemorrhoids. The more you use your phone on the toilet, the longer you will sit there, meaning the pressure increases on the veins of the anus in the lower rectum. Dr. Jarvis said constipation and straining to poo is a major risk factor for piles. Being pregnant, chronic cough, and getting older also a factor. But so too does prolonged sitting on the loo. And while in the past some of us took a good book into the toilet with us, these days it's more likely to be the ever-present mobile phone. So tempting while it may be to scroll through your apps while you're waiting to perform, doctors don't recommend it. In addition to itchy lumps around your anus, symptoms of piles includes bright red blood after you poo, feeling like you still need to poo after going to the toilet, and slimy mucus in your underwear after wiping your bottom. Dr. Jarvis added that to avoid getting a nasty case of piles, you should eat plenty of fiber, exercise regularly, and leave your mobile phone behind, or at least locked, when you visit the smallest room. And you thought a cheeky game of Angry Birds on the loo was harmless. You've all been warned.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Clays. So,
Man, I'm glad I came back right at the...
well, let me recap for you.
Please don't.
Are you sure? Does this mean San Francisco and India are right? Should we all just shit in the streets? No. No. Trust me, I don't care if you have hemorrhoids. Wait till you get home. Despicable degeneracy. Yeah. I hope you guys learned something, and I'm suddenly starting to understand why am I... What? Never mind. Oh, this one is fucking great. I love this one. And it kind of ties into another thing that I saw this week. Lucky actually sent me the video. Unfortunately, it's from Vice, so this stream will get got before we're even done, possibly even taken down before we're even done. So I'm not going to show the video, but I'm sure a bunch of you have seen it, where a guy in the U.S., I can't remember what state, I don't even know. No, I was going to suggest one, but I'm not even sure. But a man was pulled over and then arrested for having the bumper sticker, well, on the back window, a decal that said, "I eat ass." He was, it's Florida. Yeah, duh, of course it is. But this young man was minding his business, driving along, and an officer pulled him over and was none too pleased about his bumper sticker and proceeded to arrest the guy for having a bumper sticker that dared say, you can play the Tim Hortons video. What Tim Hortons video? If it's a video from you, Frodo, chances are you're just trying to get my channel got. Here is the article. No, that's the general. I love how out of context, if someone scrolls through our DMs, there's just going to be a picture of a girl on the toilet looking at her phone. So in another case of cops are afraid of rear ends, we have a man here, of course, in the UK. I think it was in the UK. Yeah, it's Metro UK, so it's a good chance. Man spared jail for farting aggressively at police and saying, "How do you like that?" Aggressively. A man has been giving a community sentence, which I'm assuming is community service, after farting in the general direction of police during a strip search.
In the general direction.
A judge let rip.
That's the Monty Python
Right?
thing.
A judge let rip. Amazing. At Stuart Cook, 28, when he appeared in court for drug offenses after he was stopped by police. Officers got wind. Oh, God, this guy's on a roll. That's something.
It's the whole thing. Oh, God,
yeah, of course there
more
is. Of course there is. Something was amiss when they saw him at the side of the road following a crash at Langstrack in Aberdeen. As they approached, their nostrils were filled with a strong whiff of cannabis, so took him into custody. Feeling that he had been dealt a bum deal, Cook became irate as he was handcuffed and started shouting at police. He continued to vent on his way to Kitty Brewster Police Station. Oh my God, the cutest police station in the world.
It kind of sounds like it. What is
We're going to Kitty Brewster. Police station, screaming expletives and puffing out his chest towards officers. What they didn't know is that he was just gathering air for his assault. He wasn't puff.
Oh, it's a real place.
Well, yeah.
Kitty Brewster is an area within Aberdeen, north of the center and southwest of Old
There you go.
Aberdeen.
At the station.
Kitty
Oh my
Brewster.
God. At the station, he was
Okay, go
strip
ahead.
searched and asked to bend over. How humiliating. That's when he deliberately broke wind, saying to the officers, "How you like that?" That's amazing. I'm going to do.
Oh, Lime, imagine the little kitties working policemen. Oh my god, their little hats. Oh,
Lime, don't encourage her.
they need little badges.
Oh, little
Oh my
tiny
God.
cat.
Give up
Oh,
little
the
guns.
little tiny cat. Pew, pew. Pew, pew.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Actually, it will work because if this dude farted on a cat, man, my cat, when it farts, oh my God. Sometimes in the morning, she takes a shit and I'm sitting here doing the morning decay and I'm like, look, Optic, I'll be back. I'm marinating in cat shit right now. I have to go. You know?
Ronnie's a pretty gassy boy too.
It's awful.
Sometimes he wakes himself up and runs away.
Yeah, I've
Gets
seen
scared.
dogs do that. I've done that.
He'll be sleeping and then he farts and just looks around like, what the fuck? And
I've been
runs away.
I've been dead asleep, farted. I was like, what was that? And just run down the hall. That's why you're always late. I'm not always late. I go into the call usually at 9 o'clock, and for some reason, we don't start the show till 9:30. That's not on me. I don't control the OBS. That's right. I'm throwing Optic under the bus right now. Fuck it. Burn everything down. Just kidding. At the station, he was how'd you like that? Cook from Stonehaven, Aberdeenshire, had previously admitted to possession of cannabis. Oh, disgusting. And to behaving in a threatening or abusive manner by shouting and screaming aggressively, displaying aggressive body language, making a lewd remark towards police, and intentionally flatulating in the direction of the police. Now, I know this is not your jurisdiction, Lolly, but does your jurisdiction have a charge called intentionally flatulating? Do you have that? And what sort of sentence would that come with? If convicted.
I mean, that might be part of a disorderly conduct.
Fair enough. See, there you go. Expert.
I think it would probably get
Thrown out, maybe.
I don't think that one.
You don't think you would? You don't think you could build your reputation on putting farters behind bars?
I don't know. I might be compelled to defend that one.
Free farts for everyone. I'm in America. It's like the 15th Amendment or something. It's near the bottom.
No, it's amendment. You're just demonstrating to the police officers what you think about them. And
It's your
not,
form of protest?
You can't do it aggressively because you can't hurt anybody theoretically. So I think that's protected first.
I think my buddy whose older brother used to fart on him daily might have a fucking differing opinion on that. But we'll have to reach out to him for comment.
Nobody know. I think the First Amendment protects it.
All right, fair enough.
I would make
that argument?
Make that argument. Oh yeah, I totally would. I make a lot of ridiculous arguments.
12 farts ago.
I think it is though.
No, I think you might be right. I think you might be right. I'm not American, so I don't know what your constitution is. I know the second one because y'all never shut the fuck up about it. I know what that one is very clearly.
It's not fighting words. It's not, it's not intending to provoke people into violence. I think it's protected.
No, I'm not disagreeing. It's just his way of expressing himself.
You might catch disorderly conduct, but
what if the cop? Let me ask you this: what if you fucking fart right in the cop's eye? He contracts pink eye. Then what? Is it biological terrorism?
Well, that would be assault. I think that's
He attacked me with some sort of gas potion.
And that if I think maybe if it makes contact.
Maybe if you threw poop, that would be different.
Oh yeah, no, that definitely
isn't that
would
like
be
assault with like a deadly weapon?
I mean, it would be probably
Or second,
simple.
yeah, simple. Not a deadly weapon, yeah.
I don't think that's a deadly weapon.
Well,
that.
What if you get a what if the poop
what if
the poop lands in an open wound? Okay, let's just move on. Defense solicitor Laura Gracie said her client had been involved in a minor traffic accident. She said he had been smoking a cannabis joint at the time and felt police overreacted in the way they dealt with him. He became increasingly upset with them and acted in the manner libeled. Is that libeled? Yeah, libeled. Sheriff Ian Wallace ordered Cook to carry out 75 hours of unpaid work for farting. If I had to do 75 hours of unpaid work every time I farted, I would never have time to stream. I'm just constantly farting all the time. It's like my second favorite thing to do. Yelling on the internet, obviously my first. I just thought that was hilarious that a man who had a bumper sticker that said "I eat ass" and a guy who farted on cops both happened in the same week. It's a lot of butt-related crime this week. This we read. We're not going to do Sim's autism because I don't have time because I have to leave soon to get ready for the Mud Show. But this is great. This is fucking great. I think this mother is Parent of the Year, and instead of giving peace prizes to fucking Chris Chans of climate change, we should give peace prizes to this wonderful, beautiful, fantastic mother. All right? Now, if ever you've been around children, you know that some of them can be fucking insufferable. And some of them only know how to get attention by being complete fucking nuisances to everyone around them. And unfortunately, more times than not, the people that end up dealing with these children aren't their parents. They let society deal with their kids. One mother in England, however, decided to take matters into her own hands, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but in 2019, she pulled herself up by her own bootstraps, and guess what? She parented her child her goddamn self. Mom sits next to son during maths class to teach him a lesson about behavior. Look at this little shit's face. He will never fucking forget this. He will never, ever fucking forget this. And look at the MILF. Look at Mom. Even if she was ugly, I would still call her a MILF. I love this woman. Good parenting. Your kid's acting like a little shit. Don't make me deal with it. You deal with it. A mother has been hailed a hero, after she gate crashed her son's class to get him to behave. This ad is distracting. Becky Crandley, a.k.a. Mother of the fucking Millennium, walked into Sittingbourne Community College in Kent as part of a surprise experiment on Friday. She was reacting to reports that her son Harley, little shit, 12 years old, had shown signs of a bad attitude. Becky had warned him that unless he improves his behavior, she would be going to school with him, but said little change. So when school returned recently, she stuck to her word, and when she got emails from the year 8 pupils teacher about 2 incidents, she triggered Operation Mummy Bear. Becky said it all started last year with his behavior change. It's part of growing up, I think, but it's his rudeness and disrespect I cannot stand. I have had phone calls after phone call about his behavior. He's had an untold amount of detentions and isolations, but nothing seemed to bother him. She had told the school of her plan, and they accepted. So at 2 p.m. on Friday, she went to the school. Becky who has 4 other children, said, I constantly threatened that I'd sit with him in school if needed, and he always laughed it off. Since they've been back this year, I've had several phone calls already. So when his maths teacher emailed me last week and said about an incident, I said to her I would join him. He didn't have a clue, and he was very embarrassed for sure. I was introduced as his mum. Speaking about the motive of her actions, Becky said it was necessary as today's children are getting worse by the second. God bless you, boomer mommy. I think more parents need to act upon their children's behavior. It's scary to think that what we will leave behind one day. Please, I hope she's a single mother. I love her. Becky added, most people know I'm a big softie when it comes to my kids, but I'm also straight up and try my hardest to teach them the right way in life. One thing I will not tolerate is disrespect from my sons towards any woman, and my eldest has been rude recently in secondary school towards his female teachers. She had the good old feminazi. Never mind, I don't love her anymore.
Yeah, I mean,
any adult, any adult,
yeah,
anybody older than you show
Yeah.
some goddamn respect.
yeah.
You know, and I'm talking like elderly. I'm not talking like me in my 30s. You don't have to show me respect if you're like 20 or whatever. Like the, you know. But I think once you hit like 65, once you qualify for fucking,
like a teenager.
yeah,
like a teenager.
yeah. Oh, I don't take. If you're a teenager, you better show me some goddamn respect, or I'll get down to your level. All right, and I'll fucking. I love that, the fucking ovation. Oh, she went feminist. By a female, nonetheless. One thing I will not tell you. Blah, 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 blah. His mummy bear has had enough for sure. My foot is down and I will not lose. If only I got a picture of his face when I walked in and sat down next to him. He went so red, there's nothing I can compare it to. That's fucking...
He will, and you're right.
No,
He'll never forget that.
it. And it's...
Like, oh, she was not joking. She will show the fuck up.
Unfortunately, we've kind of seen stuff like this happen. There's two outcomes here. One would be the positive one. He learns from this, realizes she's doing this so I'm a better person and not a sack of shit, and gets better. Or two, he comes back next year and shoots up the entire school. That's the only two, because shaming people has two... Shaming people can work, but it can also lead the other way.
No, if he's a little asshole at 12, I'm doubting that he's like... Doesn't seem like he's an outcast.
That's true.
The outcasts
true.
are the ones
That's
that go
true.
in and...
I just love his mom's face here. He's just like...
She's
He's
like, she knows.
I want
She
to
knows.
die, and she's like, yep, because of me. I could see you do this. I could
Oh,
see
yeah.
you doing this.
I would 100%.
And you would
do
enjoy
that.
it, too.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the UK, so he's not shooting
Oh,
up
yeah.
anything.
I'd
That's
have
true.
like my entire face would just be like lit up, just like massive smile. I would sit there the entire time, just like
Right.
smiling.
Rightfully so. Don't be a shit.
Mhm.
Don't be a shit to people.
Mhm.
Her face
Oh,
is
I
so
would
smug. I
totally
love
not.
it. Right? It's that fucking
Yeah.
got you face.
Yeah.
This is my face every time I look at someone on Twitter and I'm like, ooh, I get to fucking shut you up now. That's the face I make. This
phenomenal.
smug, arrogant, I got you face. And then this
It's
is
truly,
this is
truly
what
amazing.
the recipient of my tweet looks like. Oh, he really is better than me. Yeah, it's in the UK. That's why I kept saying mum instead of mom.
She's a true hero.
Yeah, give her take the fucking Chris Chan of Climate Change Peace Prize away. Give it to this hardworking mother. How dare you? How dare you? All right, Lolly, we're boomers. We're boomers. Did you see my tweet where I told the kids, "Fuck you, I stole your youth"? No? Oh, I'm gonna read this tweet for you. I'm actually proud of this one because it's really, it's really shitty. Hold on, let me find it. I tweet a lot, so this might take a second. Let's just hum. Da, 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 da,
Talk to me.
oh
Hi,
God,
buddy.
no!
Want to
You
talk?
please- oh well, he can talk.
Anything to say? Kisses. Kisses? Thank you.
Holy shit, I tweet a lot. What's wrong with me? Get a life.
That's why I probably didn't see it. You do tweet a lot.
A lot of these are oh, here we go. Hi, I'm Eric. I'm 35 and I stole your youth. Today I left my car running for no reason while I had my AC on with every window open. I was also charging about a dozen devices while flushing tar down the toilet. Get wrecked, kids. Hashtag Greta Thunburn Fung Fuckface.
Can you say that?
Ching
last
chong
name
fung
again?
fuckface. What, did Tipster lose his account again? Dude, Tipster lost his account again? What the fuck does he do? Yo, losing Twitter accounts is my thing.
Not anymore. You've had
Over a year! USA!
I know, it's a new record.
USA! Oh, boy. All right. So that's it. That's all we got. I gotta go soon to get ready for the Outlaw Mud Show, which I will be talking about all tomorrow on the Morning Decay.
Make sure if you start a chat or a chat. Make sure if you start a
To film it?
chant that you
I will, of
record
course,
it.
definitely. I'll keep my phone in my.
You don't have to. You don't even have to film it.
I'll
just
keep my
record it.
phone in my hand like the true millennial I am the entire time. Thank you so much for waking up again on Sunday and joining me, Lolly, despite the fact I sent you, as you put it, a bunch of text messages. It was 3.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Look, you
What's
know I'm
3?
unstable. You signed up for this. Your fault. Not sorry. Thank you so much again, Lolly, for joining me this evening. I'm gonna go say this morning. I'm gonna go say goodbye to them.
Goodbye,
Bye.
chat.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me this morning, despite the fact that I didn't think I was actually gonna do a show. Thank you for being understanding. Thank you for the kind words. Thank you for all the subs, the donations this week. Another tremendous week. We are under 100 subs away from my second monetized channel. If you aren't subscribed already, please do so. Tell your friends, get me to 1,000 subs so I can start making some actual money and I can stop eating ramen. I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm off to the Mud Show.
I'm from the Great White North, right? Like up above the states. Yeah. The big landmass that the rest of the world hates. Well, we're like above that. Fucking north, I guess. The big patch of trees where everybody's bored to death. We're just chilling up here, sipping syrup, playing hockey. Before we learn to walk, we can cross-check properly. Just rocking plaid jackets. Chainsaws, we operate them right. Fucking A-right we do, bud. We cut our weight in firewood. Every 20 minutes or so. Smoke break. And if the Leafs make the playoffs, I'll fucking jump in the lake. Fucking buddy comes over to my place the other night and he's like, "You want to go out for a rip?" And I was like, "Fucking right." Yeah. So we hop in the truck and hit the mud and I was like, "Oh, fuck yeah, bud." Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip. Just out for a rip, are you, bud? Just out for a rip.